This is More to Say with Randy Naughton. Interesting conversations with interesting people. Welcome into another edition of More to Say with Randy Naughton. And man, am I excited about our next guest this time. You know this lady, you see her face, you've seen her around St. Louis, you've seen her on network sitcoms, you've seen her on Broadway, you've seen her everywhere. It's the incomparable Jenifer Lewis. I am so happy you said yes to joining me. How are you?
I'm good. Jenifer Lewis from St. Louis.
I love it, but you're Lewis.
That's right. That's right.
Before we get started, of course, we always start with a St. Louis shout out. You were born in Kinloch, went to Webster University. You're a St. Louis girl. Who are you gonna, every time you want to give a shout out to St. Louis, who do you say hi to?
I say hello to Kinloch and my siblings, got cousins, my aunts, my uncles. And you know what? I got to tell you, my high school teachers, those are the ones that have not gone on, my college professors. St. Louis was really good to me, Randy. Born and raised, I was doing talent shows. It cost 35 cents to get in St. Louis, in Kinloch, and then at Webster, it cost $5 to get in. Well, I'm making a little bit more now.
It costs a little more to see you now, doesn't it?
Just a little bit, $10 more.
I
But
love it.
Look, it's been a journey. It's been an amazing journey. And St. Louis was really good to me. I mean, I was received, my college instructors, they really believed in me. Kinloch believed in me. And that's why I am where I am. It's all about your roots.
That's awesome. Well, you've appeared in more than 400 TV shows and films. Obviously an actor. You are on Broadway. You are known as the mother of Black Hollywood. Explain that. You've played a mom a whole lot.
Well, I wrote my memoir. It's called The Mother of Black Hollywood. Everybody always asks me if I did the Audible. Yes, I did, because people tend to love my voice.
Yes.
But yes, it is on audio. And my second book, Walking in My Joy. When I released all of the childhood trauma, and I take you through my addictions, molestation, I hold nothing back. That's why I'm free, because I gave up all my secrets. You see, that's my boyfriend if I had one. So anyway, I just gave up all my secrets because I think we're sick as our secrets. And so I just gave them all up in my book, in my memoir. And that's why it was a really big success, because I told the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. Childhood trauma, addictions, molestation, abortions, attempted rape with a knife at my throat in New York City, but all the wonderful things too. Getting on Broadway 11 days after graduating from Webster University. You see, the dream, Randy, was more powerful than any obstacle that could get in my way. My passion to be a movie star, so everybody would love me and I get all that attention. But now, of course, having, been in therapy many, many years and now medicated because of my bipolar disorder, I gave up the mental illness, all of it. But now I'm writing my third book, which I just got to prove to myself that I could get up from anything. I fell 10 feet off of a balcony in Africa a year and a half ago.
Right.
I couldn't walk for 8 months. I'm walking now, and I'm walking fast. And I just sang on American Idol, and I did my famous high kick to show the world you can come back. You will come back. It's work. Life is work. We were not promised a rose garden without thorns. And the working title of my third book, Randy, is Get Up. Get up. You've got to get up. If you stay there, if you sit there, if you lay down, and you can't. Life is moving. Life is moving on. Even Einstein said, nothing can change until something moves. You've got, and if I can get up off the ground of the Serengeti, surrounded by wild animals, nobody even has this kind of story. The
No.
migration, I know it's crazy, it's epic. And there they were, Cape buffaloes, rhinoceroses, lions. Randy, I heard a lion roar because I was on the ground and I couldn't move because I'd fell 10 feet. And my girlfriend,
I'm speechless. I'm
well,
speechless.
well, imagine. And then I had to be air vac out of the Serengeti in Tanzania to
Nairobi.
Nairobi, Kenya, 9-hour surgery. I had fractured my acetabulum, which is the socket that holds the femur in place in the hip bone.
By the hip, yeah.
My right buttocks took the impact and I fractured it. I had to have a 9-hour surgery, 3 blood transfusions later, 6 days in ICU. It was epic. But when that helicopter, when Doctors Without Borders came to get me, Randy, I never heard the helicopter. But what I never stopped hearing was my soul screaming to me, Jenny, whatever this is, you'll come back.
You've always come back. You've always come back. That seems to be the theme of your life. And for me to ask you for what advice you could give other people, I mean, you just did. Get up, keep moving. Life moves with it.
Simple. Do the work. If you have to journal before you can go get help, write it down, write it all down, write your feelings down, sit there with your feelings. That's all we are, is feelings. You know, every day there's going to be a lesson. Sit with it. Don't ignore it. I always tell people, go down to the root of the pain, because if you snatch it out like a weed, it will grow back. You can't go through life skipping. You have to sit down. You have to pay attention. You have to find an alignment of love in yourself. Look at yourself in the mirror. We're all beautiful. God made us all. So take care of yourselves. And I'm going to be honest with you, Randy. If I had not taken care of my body before that fall, I wouldn't be here.
Oh my God. Well, I'm so glad you are. Wow.
I
I'm
took
so
care of
glad.
my body all these years. You know, when you're an artist, when you're on stage and in front of a camera, you've got to take care of your body. So when they asked me to lift my hip 2 days after surgery in Nairobi, and I did, because I'd been in Pilates 3 times a week before I went to Africa, I lifted my hip and they were in shock that I could even move it. But yeah, it was a painful journey. But you know what, Randy? I guess some of us were just born that way. I didn't know how not to come back. I'm going to be honest with you. I didn't know how not to come back.
I'm inspired. There could be a Church of Jenny and it would be filled every Sunday. I'm telling you right now, it's an incredible, incredible story. Not only
I
the
love
story,
life. But I love
obviously,
life. I love
obviously.
life. I love being alive. I came through the fire. I went and did the work, and now I'm in my skin. So I know that that's an agapantha. I know that's a crepe myrtle, beautiful tree. I stop and smell the roses. I know that's a hibiscus. The jacaranda trees are in bloom now in California. They're purple, for Christ's sake. We've got to stop and smell the roses. That's what's missing. Kindness, love of this beautiful planet that we've been given. And let me just say this, sweetie. I was a lot like this before I fell, but it is magnified now, honey. Life is more precious. And oh, wow.
I am here for it. I'm
Oh,
here for it. Oh
so
my goodness. We want to talk about your career. My sister who watches, I know you were on Blackish for the longest time. You played one of the moms in there. You sung on Broadway. Um, what have you not done that you still want to do?
Hmm, that's a big wow. Because I've learned to be in the moment of life and wherever I am, just love that. But what do I want? I've done so much. I've been so blessed.
Who do
I've
you
turned.
want to sing for that you've never sung for?
Oh, I didn't sing. I've met Obama like 3 times, but I would love to sing for him and Michelle. That would be cool.
Yeah, that would.
And and who else? What I like to sing for. I sang for Aretha Franklin. That was so cool. I couldn't believe I could open my mouth in front of her. I actually sang at her memorial also. And my book, The Mother Black Hollywood, was the last book she read.
Oh, really? No kidding.
Yeah. Her sister-in-law called and told me to tell, um, told her to tell me that,
That's very poignant. That's very
yeah,
beautiful. I
that she
mean, that's
really enjoyed
beautiful.
it. Yeah,
Now,
that really hit my soul.
yeah, well, you have your hands in so many cookie jars. That is the way to do it. Keep saying yes until someone tells you or gives you a reason to say no. So that's great. And it comes full circle. On
Yeah.
you this summer are going to be honored. I know you're honored on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. Forget that. We're talking the STL. You are getting your own star on the St. Louis Walk of Fame. What does that mean to you?
Well, you know, it's 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 a major wow. Randy, when I come home to St. Louis, there's not a time I don't go down to the arch. The nostalgia from my childhood, standing under the arch, looking at all the majestic angles of it. I love the St. Louis Zoo. It's too hot to go. I don't have time to go when I come home this time,
Right.
but I always go to the zoo. I always love the zoo. I love animals. That's what I was doing in Africa
Right.
on my way on safari. Um, my family's there. My community is there. St. Louis has always been proud of me. And that's why, you see me so emotional right now. Home is home to me. I love when I come home, I always drive through Kinlock. I know it's pretty much a ghost town right now, but they're trying to build it back up.
Right.
And also, Webster University, and Dr. Elizabeth Strobel. She's always been right in my corner supporting me. I mean, you guys don't know I was a terror in school. I'm the baby of 7 kids, and I was just rotten, running through. I was a bully. But all I can say is look at me now. And when I say now, Randy, I don't mean it arrogantly. I mean, I think if I were to define my success, somebody said to me, Jenifer, what makes you successful? I would say the fact that I have a smile on my face.
Always.
When you come through mental illness, bipolar disorder, I was depressed for the first 35 years of my life. So when you come through that, honey, you want to dance, sing, and just have fun every day of your life. And I'm not exaggerating. I love life, honey. If I'm somewhere and somebody's doing some old stuff that's going to stress me out, I get out of there as soon as I can, and I do things. And I want to say that to everybody. Do things that make you happy. I know life is hard. It's been hard for me, but I found out you got to be happy on your way to happy. Don't think you're going to get somewhere and be happy. You got to be happy on your way to happy. So every day, pay attention, look in the mirror, say, I love myself and I'm going to have fun today. And I'm going to love myself today. I know I might sound naive, but because I've lived the spectrum, because I've been poor and now I'm rich. But when I say rich, I mean with a lust for life. It wasn't always like this. But now, and especially after the fall, oh my
Right.
God. Listen, you fall 10 feet and have to be airbagged by Doctors Without Borders to a whole nother country, and you survived the wild animals that were down there. I can't repeat it enough. I heard a lion roar before I passed out. And I always joke, Randy. I always joke and say, the king ate the queen, the lion. And I tell my friends, when the lion came over, I said, oh, you lion, lion.
Ah,
No, I never saw the lion because it was pitch black out
but you
there.
heard him, and that's all
And
that
my
would have been enough for
girlfriend,
me.
when my friend shined the flashlight down there, there was a Cape Buffalo. I could have been badly hurt, but I wasn't. I wasn't.
You
I
were hurt
could.
enough, though. That's
Oh,
enough.
you got that right. You got
Yeah,
that right. Yeah, yeah. But
amazing.
what I've learned, and another thing I would like to say to people, and this is very important, pay attention. Pay attention where you walk. Pay attention to everything. Just give everything a little more attention so your eyes will be open to see what's coming. Because, baby, life is coming. That phone is going to ring and something's going to be going on. So be ye ready, because it's coming.
That's a great message. Now, I don't know if I got an answer to the question, what have you not done that you still want to do? Not who you want to sing for. What have you, I mean, you've sung, you're acting, you're writing. What have you not done? I mean, crochet, pottery, what?
That is such a difficult question. What do I want to do that I haven't done? What do I want that I don't have? See, when you have joy, you don't need much. You just kind of show up and it'll unfold for you, whatever's to happen in a day, whatever's to evolve. You just show up. Now, what would I like to do? There's some places I haven't been in the world. I
Yeah.
haven't I haven't been to China. I haven't been to New Zealand, Australia, and I haven't been to um, Istanbul, Lisbon, Portugal, and Spain. I've traveled all over the world.
Yeah. Sounds like you have a trip in your future.
Yeah, I think a trip is what I want to take. And I think I'm gonna get a one-woman show on HBO. That's gonna happen. Um, and I've got some movies lined up. I can't really talk about them because I haven't signed the contract. But Randy, I think I just want to keep going like I'm going.
I
Just
have no doubt you will. You're appearing right now in Just Like That, shooting in NYC,
yeah,
right?
yeah. That
I
was fun. Yeah, with Sarah Jessica. Sarah
Yeah,
Jessica and I used to spend summers at my friend's beach house down in Laguna. So we know each other very well. She's a sweetheart. Everybody should know Sarah Jessica Parker is a sweetheart. When I came in, she was like, Jenifer Lewis is here. And my part, they wrote a great part for me. Um, I think it's the 6th episode for the 3rd season, but you can't quote me on that. And I've been working since I got out of bed. I was in bed for like 10 months. I did The Masked Singer. All this stuff is on YouTube. You can see it. The Masked Singer, American Idol, Night Court, The Upshaws, Not Dead Yet, and what's the
I
one
love
on?
that for you. I love
Yeah,
that
yeah.
series. Oh, that was
Oh
so
my
good.
God. Girl, I don't know how they didn't pick that up. It was my best work.
I love that series. It was so funny.
Oh, that working with those girls. Listen, Randy, people ask me, how is it working with Molly Shannon and Vanessa Bayer from Saturday Night Live? And I said 3 things: Christmas morning, cotton candy, and cotton candy.
Wonderful.
They were
That's what you
so
need to
sweet.
do.
What
They
a great environment they created on the set. I had so much fun working with them.
You need to host SNL. I could so see it. It would be
One
so
day,
funny.
one
Well,
day for sure.
that's
One day
what you're
for sure.
doing.
Yeah, yeah.
Back to St. Louis. When you come back to St. Louis, Your go-to place to eat. What place do you never miss?
Well, I'm going to be honest. My sister makes me fried jack salmon and spaghetti, not pasta, spaghetti and some coleslaw. But I have to tell you, I haven't been downtown in years, but I hear that the Star's right on the Loop. That's where it is,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. Uh-huh.
And my friend said there's some really nice restaurants down that way because I think it's the Star is somewhere around the Moonrise
Oh,
Hotel.
nice.
Yeah, people have been telling me about St. Louis, but Randy, I haven't been back in so long. And when I come back, I always just go to my siblings' house and sit and have all the cousins and everybody come to me because it's thousands of them. My mother was the oldest of 16, and I'm the baby of 7. So there's just a whole slew of family, and I guarantee you they're all going to be there.
Nice. I cannot
Yeah.
thank you enough for joining me on More to Say. It's been amazing. Your journey
I'm
is
so
amazing. Your
excited to come
stories
home.
are amazing. I have no doubt that you will keep moving, and I'm going to see you on SNL one day. How's that?
Thank you, Randy.
It's the incomparable Jenifer Lewis. Thank you, everyone, for joining us on More to Say. Right down here are all my social media channels. Feel free to follow me, like, share, all that good stuff. Subscribe. We love your support, and we appreciate it.
This has been More to Say with Randy Naughton. Interesting conversations with interesting people. Be sure to like or subscribe wherever you get your podcasts.